Welcome to the Spuddiest stream, everyone, and welcome to Royalty Series Action. Hopefully, you all are having a very good 4th of July evening. I'm UFC, and you've joined us again here. This is going to be a great match here this evening as well, and I'm excited for this matchup. It is Wolfpack Alpha's KCG Akuma. We've seen this Akuma roster before. They were previously on Final Form Entertainment, FFE, so a very recognizable roster: Slime, 9, and Arc. Wolfpack Alphas, actually I recognize good about these players. Sora, Mateo also went by Matt Season, as well. I recognize that name, Missouri. So some very recognizable names, although Wolfpack Alphas as a team I don't recognize all that well. Again, what a match we'll have here this evening. Wolfpack Alphas, KCG Akuma. It is a 3v3. Best of 5 in the Premier Division, sponsored by Gryffindor Esports, or actually sponsored by House Gryffindor, but gonna be a good match tonight. Both these teams are 1-0, had their wins in week 1, now looking to continue that success in week 2. We'll see where that takes us here in this matchup, but these teams are both quite successful. And again, I'm expecting it to be a pretty competitive matchup here. Little bit, we'll get an answer on how things are looking for both these teams. I know for a fact we're already going to be slightly delayed due to the fact that one of these teams does not have all their players available. So if it takes long enough, we might actually be waiting quite a while here, but for the most part, we'll just be getting to see what will be a good matchup here. Wolfpack Alphas, KCG, Costa Rica Gaming, Akuma. And again, Premier matchups here. So, what a series. We're going to be getting a good amount of matches from them all throughout their season for the most part. Until late July, but we're going to be getting a good amount of matches from the Royalty Series. This is again our only match of the evening. There just aren't that many matches on July 4th. Go figure. Go figure, most people are probably celebrating. As is my area. If you ever hear any loud explosions in the background, those are fireworks. There's a good amount of people in my area that are still setting off fireworks this late, so do be advised if you hear any loud explosions, the fireworks. But hopefully nothing crazy. I can hear them, but they're not that loud to begin with, so I'm assuming that we're going to be fine. Again, to give it a little bit of time here to get these teams in the lobby here. Again, it is Wolfpack Alphas, KCG, Akuma. 1-0 after the match in week 1. It was for Akuma, a 3-1 win over Team Radium. For Wolfpack Alphas, a sweep over Team Blaze. So both these teams getting their wins in week 1. There's a good amount of teams getting that have won in week 1. Really, the matches that matter, these continuous matches further in the season. But again, getting that first win, always tough to do in these seasons, so the fact they got it in week 1 is only going to be a good thing for them. It's only going to make them feel better about their situation. Excuse me. Again, we're just like about to get things started here. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit. I think Akuma's is gonna be a bit late here. They did mention that they were gonna be here on time, so this isn't a surprise to me. But the question is, I don't know how late they are going to be. Sounds like they're gonna be quite late, so we might be waiting a little bit longer for this match. I might go to a break actually if in a few minutes they are still not here. Hello, Nooble. So we might have to wait a little bit. I'll give it another minute or two. If they're not here in a minute or two, I'm gonna go to a break and I'll wait until they join, because I don't think you guys, I promise I don't really want to keep talking here for 10-15 minutes. So again, we will have this match though. They did say they're going to be here soon, so we will have this match. we just might have to wait a little bit longer than expected for it. So we'll get things hopefully underway in just a moment. And I expect some exciting action here. Again, it seems like, again, we're just going to have to wait a little bit longer. We would want to. Unfortunate to say the very least, but it does happen. Again, as soon as we get updates and confirmations on when everybody's going to be here, I'll make sure to pass that along to you. Again, it seems like we're going to have a longer than expected delay, so in the case that we do have a longer than expected delay, I'm actually going to go and take a short intermission here just to make sure everybody is actually going to get into this match. I'm going to go to an intermission. We'll be back in just a few minutes for this matchup. Sorry about the delay, everybody. I'll be back in hopefully only a few minutes. Alright then, we got an answer. Sorry about that. That is a very long wait. I'm happy that I did take a slight stall here, but we're back. Hopefully, we're good to go. It seems like KCG Akuma are going to be here. They took them a lot longer than they were expecting, a lot longer than anybody was expecting. A lot longer than I would have expected as well, but they will be here in just a moment. So, got a little bit of time, but they should be in the lobby any moment now. Get this series underway. Sorry about that delay, everybody. I did not expect this for our match tonight. This whole thing's pushed back about 15 minutes, so unfortunate there, but it does seem like we'll actually have our series after. This thing started in just a minute. But yeah, we'll get started in just a minute or two here for this one. So in comes KCG with their roster. Slime with their roster as well, and here as well, Slime, 9, and Arc all in the lobby. 9 actually has a nickname. Looks like an analog face, but anyways, we'll get this match underway then. Let's get this thing going. So, no more waiting. Sorry about that, everybody. We had to wait for this one, but we'll get our match underway almost 50 minutes later. But hey, at least it's here. We don't have a forfeit tonight, so it'll be Wolfpack Alphas on the blue, KCG Akuma on the orange. And a best of 5 here, the Premier Division of North America. 3v3 action. Both these teams are 1-0, so already had a good start to their season, but looking for even more. And this Akuma roster, these guys have been teammates for quite a while by this point, so them to have a pretty strong advantage in that team chemistry. And already you can sell this team in Akuma. They've got team chemistry. That's going to be one of the things about them that makes them so tough to handle. I've seen this team before. They're very good, even back in their FFE days. It's a team with chemistry. It's a team that knows how to work together. It's definitely going to be something that will be very tough to handle if you're Wolfpack Alphas. Because even in this division, not everybody knows each other super well at the start of the season. These guys do. While you're out there trying to learn how to adapt around everybody else, you now have to deal with this team who already knows how to play, as that's a good shot on. Will be kept away by the save from 9. As Arc will jump through. Sora, clear back as high touch. Meek can't get there. Slime will have some room. This one's on target, and it's gonna find its way in. KCG Akuma with goal 1. As Meek whiffed on it, Matsu pushed up so high there, can't get back in time. And one big opening will allow Akuma to take the first goal of the night. Zark. Sora. Matt. Ooh, that one pops up there by 9, but it's a play that nobody else is really handling very well here. Akuma will get back. As another miss from Meek here. Now on the sidewall. 9's going to take over from this play as he's going to go around the corner looking midfield. A pass across, no doubt about that one. Slime's going to score there every single time. And it's a second for KCG. Again off a whiff from Meek. Another goal is formed. Do nothing. Akuma hold the advantage. As now 9 looking for a third. Demo away will mean that there's no one there to challenge. Wolfpack will, you would expect to get some offense here, but not even holding that much possession. Sora. Dribble, gets around him, Slime. Now Arc. Has a player midfield in Slime. That one does connect, but shot not good enough. 9's been bumped out. Meek's taken out of the way. It's room for Akuma, but the pass from Slime will not go anywhere. 9's leaving the play. And Akuma making the right decision not to progress any further. That offense wasn't going to work out for them. As Meek, clear away, will be 9's touch as Sora around the corner. Arc looking to challenge, and Akuma is waiting, but maybe waiting a little too much. Here goes Matt, saved by Slime. Last time I think we saw Matt was back on RC Velocity, so seen him in a little while, but making a name for himself here as across the goal. Slime looking for a teammate. It actually went all the way towards 9, but not paying attention. He has left the play when he could have challenged there. A bit too casual about leaving offense and wasn't paying attention to his surroundings very well. That could have been a great chance for 9 had he actually seen it. Now in midfield, Arc will clear. Slime can't win the challenge. 9's been bumped. The play in front of the net was there, but no shot taken. Akuma will wait back on this. What a play for Matt. That's on target. And Sora will have the last touch. Wolfpack with their first goal of the night. And it's Matt who really does well to plop that right in front of the net. KCG Akuma. Only a 1-goal lead now. Their offense has essentially come to a screaming halt this game. The worrying sign for Akuma when this game is this close and when Wolfpack Alphas are still knocking on the front door. You really feel like for Akuma, really the only way that they're going to win this game is by scoring at least one more. Slime. Challenge through Meek. Midfield. Sora has this one. Meek will be there to follow, but cut out by 9. Matt season. The back wall will be Arku. Actually missed on this one. Slime will be there. Awkward bounce. Sora won't read this correctly. Slime towards net, but Meek gets the save. Matt in towards net. It's gonna bounce in. Arc with the goal. I don't know if that was really his intention to shoot that one, but he does find his way through. Matt and Sora who gets bumped by Slime. Can't get there. I said it before, Akuma needs one more goal to secure this game. Surely you think that might be the goal that does it. This game's not over, but Akuma have a major advantage now. Matt. Nobody back! Wow, that is wide open for him. Akuma, very casual here. Oh, they ran into each other, no wonder. That is very casual from them to not even challenge that. A complete giveaway. And we're Wolfpack Alpha, I don't think even they can believe how easy that was for them. There's Arc. Back wall will be shut on! Oh, it's another one! Slime on this! And Akuma out of nowhere. And Miku must not have felt the presence that Slime had. Never even went for it. It's cleared away. 30 seconds to go. Slime. Midfield. He'll win the challenge as well. Sora sends it all the way down the field. Slime to collect. He's got the dribble on Meek. 9. Can't win this one. Arc with 10 seconds to go. Up the ceiling. We'll look for 9. It's Slime towards the net for one more. And that'll make things just all that much sweeter for them. They didn't need this goal, but you won't complain. More goals, this means more advantages, more help, more fun. Maybe more excitement, whatever it is. As this one will fall in front. Multiple goals falling in. And a strong start for KCG. 5-2. They're not going to be too unhappy with that. That's a very dominant start. And what a showing here. Again, a strong showing for both these teams. And that means we're going to be moving to game 2 momentarily. Here we go, game 2. Moving on to Forbidden Temple. Seems like we may have gotten a disconnect here, so we'll get a player back in, but after what we saw in game 1, it is KCG Akuma 5-2. I mean, they're looking just fine. They're looking just happy with what they're doing. Yeah, again, I'm gonna be happy with that. Exactly what you want if you're a KCG. If you're KCG, a good strong start, utilizing that offense, confidence, especially on a all-time high, and now it's just about doing it again. It's the Wolfpack Alpha's team that definitely got their fair share of pressure on their side last game. Akuma, not looking to slow things down as an early start there. Slime did overcommit, so he's going to put his teammates in a bad position here as Matt to Meek. This will be goal 1. KCG Akuma all racing back, just didn't have the boost there, and it all stems from that offensive play. The one player not involved here in Slime, jumping for a ball that he had no chance in winning. And if he doesn't go there, his team's in a perfect spot to stop that counter, or at least slow it down. But because he's not, they're racing back, they don't have the boost, and they don't really have options at their disposal here, as that's going to be goal 2 now. Meek's got this one. 2 goals for Meek so far. And off the kickoff too, that's a miss from Slime. And Arku, well, he doesn't have many options there. He has to challenge. If he doesn't, he's all alone on defense. An Akuma team who did so well last game will be pretty disappointed here with this game start. Just some simple mistakes here that you don't want to make at this level. I mean, this level is pretty good at countering those mistakes. You make any errors, it will be recognized. Challenged by Ark. Akuma staying on the offensive side as Meek's going to win that challenge. 9. He's got Matt right on top of him there. That will be pinched away as Meek. One touch. Looking for a second one, but not seen. And everybody on KCG in the same spot right now. A bit awkward in that rotation, but it may still work out as the shot goes just high. Follow-up play may be brewing. A great job for Meek to cut off the play. Now he leaves it for Matt. Double tap and go. But cleared away. It's Akuma ball again, but Slime missed it. 9's gonna get back. He will just barely. Not the most helpful position to be in, but able to save his team from a 3-goal deficit. Akuma still struggling on offense here. They aren't getting plays going here as a play in front. You think this should be a goal for Wolfpack, but the shot way too late. Now here goes Akuma. 1, 2, 3! Shot on Sora. They needed better placement on that one. This is exactly what you want there out of Akuma. This is the one thing that this team is so good at that I don't see a lot of other teams at this level really do as well as they do. That shot needed to be better. Simply put, that was right at the defender. Anywhere else, that's going in. Or at least is forcing them out of position. As Akuma, everybody on that corner. 9 will clear. Matt hits it back. 9 will have the boost and they'll let the play carry out as here goes Slime. Meek. Again, just waiting. As here goes Ark. Reset. Doesn't have really an angle to work with there, so no shot on that play as 9 beat by Sora. Here goes Slime to 9, and oh, Slime wanted a double tap there. 9 just took that away from his teammates. I don't know if he's trying to go for the pass on that play, but it's the wrong decision. That double tap would have been dangerous. There was no one going to defend that. But just an awful decision. And KCG, it's just been the game so far for them. Their offense has just been absolutely atrocious so far in game 2. They need something good. That's off the crossbar. Now it's off the post. 9 can't turn it in. For Akuma, man, this is about as bad as you can get for an offense. They just cannot score. But the worst thing you want for your offense is a game where you can't seem to put the ball in on your final shots. As an open net, it's another goal. Everybody on Akuma was in the back corner. And with nobody covering net, it is a third goal this game for Wolfpack. And for this game, for Akuma, from the very first minute, it just was a complete... It's just been a complete problem for them that they cannot seem to score. It's not been a lack of chances either. They've had plenty of chances. They haven't made them count. There's 9. Kept high. Meek will clear. Arc now off the sidewall. Whereas that net will be a bounce that Sora will read as 9 jumping. Still 9. Sora there, and now it gets over Slime. Arc. Next point for Akuma. I think they're already reserved to accept that this is going to be an even series after 2 games. And they had to win their first match of the season in a 3-1 scoreline, so they're fully expecting that they might have to do that again here. Oh my goodness, what a pinch. Is that on target? Oh my goodness, oh, it's off the post. That looked like it could have gone in from Matt. Oh, what a beautiful shot that would have been. But it won't be on, it won't be in, it won't even really matter at all here. Wolfpack just want one more. They're gonna get it here. Oh, what a save. Meek. I'm surprised Wolfpack didn't score on that play, but again, it's not like they care. 3-0 is more than enough for them this game. This is an even series after 2 games. Game 3 to be the next game in the series. And with an even matchup, anyone's match point to take. This best of 5 is at least heading to 4 games. We'll see now who gets the advantage going into game 4, but it's game 3. And the battle is on here. KCG, Akuma, Wolfpack, Alphas. Both teams, it's their opportunity to take that lead in the series, to take match point now. Wolfpack over trying to get to a quick start. That's a great save from 9. He had to use everything just to get there, but pays off. As Wolfpack, midfield. Lime beat. It's going towards goal, and Arc will get on the end of it as missing this play. It is Meek to go. It is Meek to score. Nobody else was there. And I'm very concerned here. Why was there no one back with Arc? It took a good 5 seconds for anybody else to show up. Akuma just not supporting their defense. And again, I am very surprised for a team that is as good and consistent as Akuma is on those rotations to fall apart that quickly. As now, another goal for our Alphas. It feels like a repeat of last game. 2 goals immediately. And another right off the kickoff where it's a double commit and it's 2 players whiffing. I don't know what's gone into Akuma after game 1, but man, this has been a complete collapse on the for their playstyle. And with how last game looked, I hope they're not playing with emotion right now, because if they are, that would explain why they're playing this way. It is not pretty. So often you hear players, talk about it kind of being in that flow state, especially at this level. There's a reason why that flow state is generally unemotional, because emotions really only lead to mistakes at this level. And we've seen so often players play with that raw emotion. It rarely ever seems to work well. As Slime to the dribble. The reset stopped by Meek. And again, nobody back here. 9 will be ready for it as KCG, Akuma need to kind of pull themselves together. This has been a terrible start, but 9 to score. 9, and it is in under the crossbar. As he flips by, and with all this room, just knows he's got the net in sight. Sora, who was the one who needed to make that touch, he was already going to be challenged by 9 to begin with, so such a tough play to make there from Sora. He just can't get enough on it. KCG Akuma. Their first goal in a while now. They didn't have any last game. At the end of game 1, they really didn't have much to show for either, so it's been maybe 1.5 games of goallessness for KCG Akuma finally removed. Finally ended. It's a long time not to score for this team. Again, they won game 1 5-2. As 9, that is in front of his nets. Arc will clear. Akuma not looking very comfortable right now on defense. That rotation has not exactly been there for them, which is surprising because it's one of the things that they're best at. But what they definitely need now is some control. Some way to really run this game. That might be it. Slime missed. In goes Arc, and he missed as well. 9 was going to take that shot, but he left it for Arc. I think Arc had the wide open play in front, but really he didn't. Now he shoots again. This one's open, and it falls to the back post. I won't say it was exactly deserved for Akuma. They had their chance earlier and missed it completely, but they get another one as Wolfpack Alphas botched the play out of defense. Well, it might have been a bit undeserved. I mean, it goes in. Akuma will be happy that whatever happened on offense right before it won't be remembered. As 9. The back wall. Oh, a miss! 9! Saved by Madu. Fell on top of it. Big reaction there from 9, who missed his initial touch. Boy, is that a dangerous position to be in. Get that pit in your stomach when you miss a ball like that off the back wall, knowing the next player that's coming in is likely from the offense, and they're not missing from there. But for Matt saving himself on that on the back wall, again falling into places. Now he'll find Meek. Slime, who actually pushed him a bit too high for this one, will be forced to be relegated to backfield as Arc to clear. And this one is a race down the field. Arc, the tap to 9, and it's 3-2. This is such a tough place to handle as well for Arc, because he has to find the way to pass in field, but not towards Matt. That is a creative way to do it. Jumping to the back wall to pinch it in midfield. What a creative play there, and Akuma with the lead on 93 seconds left. I'm running low here. Wolfpack Alphas with only 1 away. We've got to make things work as Matt. Arc. Kept up high. It's Meek. Saved by Slime. Sora. Pumped out as here goes 9. Matt. Challenged by 9. Demo. Meek. Holding on to it. Challenged again. Matt. To Meek. Off the sidewall. Sora. With 9 there. Licked high as it's Slime on the ball. And Miku cuts it out. Wolfpack Alpha's holding on the offense now, but nothing made there. Sora didn't have boost. Meek's gonna play a couple of the Akuma defenders. But still, nothing on target just yet. Waiting. Sora. This one is on. Slime's there. Wolfpack Alphas hunting around the nets, waiting for the opening, but it may not come. Now they made a mistake. They gotta get back to defense. Sora, who gets on it, now won't get the next touch. Here goes Arc. Sora across the goal line. KCG holding the play upfield. But now they'll wait back again. Meek wins the challenge. It's a play in front. 9 will be there. Slime pushes it through. Meek needs to keep it alive now. Slime low. Will not let that happen. Matt, Slime ends game 3. Akuma on match point. A close battle. An intense battle to be very certain. But a battle won. And we now head to game 4 with Akuma on match point. Game 4 here. It is Akuma, who are 1 win away. Match point out of the question here with how these teams have been playing. It's Akuma who will... They want that strong start. It's really going to be Wolfpack who need that strong start. If they don't get off to a good start, you might be talking about the series being over right there, as early chance will not be too much. And this is a passing play in front. The shot is wide. Actually, well touched as well by Akuma, who will get it out of Arc. We'll send it down the field, and it will be played on next by Sora. The back wall is Sora. Slime. Or sorry, 9. The side wall. Peak. To clear will be 9 again, who actually kind of tripped when on the landing there. Won't be able to stick it. He will not be on the gymnastics team, that's for certain, with those kind of moves. At least he gets the ball out here. Slime will try to make something happen. Oh, but it's gone all the way back. Arc is racing back. 9 will actually be the one that has to make this touch. Matt, off back wall. Cleared away, and there's nobody back. This one's gonna fall. Will it fall into the bar? It will. No, it's hit the bar. Oh, it just missed. Nearly goal 1 for Akuma. And now they gotta go back to defense again. Slime to save. 9 to go. Matt. Up the corner. Slime. Beats out the play from Sora. Arc. Who doesn't get that one? No shot taken. A lot of waiting here now for Akuma. But these teams just not doing enough yet to make something happen. You need to be more aggressive. You need to be more willing to take their chances. And the later this game goes on, the less we're going to see teams want to do that. But that's going to be what will win this game more likely, is taking chances. Whether it works or not is the question. As a team bump here. Akuma's all in the blue and net right now. But Sora, who ran out of boost, can't challenge. Here goes the play. Slime, he's hit the upright. And Matt to dribble. Pinched back. Slime's going to make this play. Will go right across the net, but out of danger. Arc will be next. Not able to get around Sora. Slime. Going. 9 to follow. Akuma, who's just waiting. Sora. That one kept airborne as Slime doesn't get to it well. But it will be for Arc. Past Meek. 9 now. In towards the net. A long amount of time now with no goals scored. And again, as I said, these teams are likely to play a little bit more defensively as this game goes on. Being nearly as willing to take those same risks upfield that they had earlier. And that this game is only 1 goal away from being completely turned around. Field, Meek. Perfect angle. Oh, and he needed that one. That was a perfect angle to shoot that. I mean, that is exactly what you ask for if you're Meek. You want that play. You want to be in front of the net there, but they won't get it as here goes 9. I'm going to try to outplay Sora, but he doesn't have the boost to challenge. And it would be left back as save away. Now goes 9. Up the back wall. Outplaying Sora. Arc. Off the back wall. Here goes Slime. Won't get it. 9 now. Ceiling. Towards net. This one bouncing in! 9 takes the first goal! And off the corner too. He recognized that Matt was just a little out of his net. And what a play to the ceiling. 9 doing it himself. And in game 4, when his team needs it desperately, what a goal to take. Akuma, lead by 1. A minute to go. Pressure is now on Wolfpack Alphas to find a goal. They need it now. This could be the end of the series if they don't act quickly enough. Corner. Matt. No second touch there. Slime to clear. This one now. He's going to look to take a piece of Meek here. And he will get him on the contact. 9 can't put it on. Will be left as well, but maybe a bit too easily here. Arc to the back wall. Slime to the back wall. 9 can't go. Cleared away. It's wide open. And Matt will take it. They got a bit too curious there. And 9 pushing up too high, realized far too late it was not the right decision. 25 seconds left in regulation. Sora, maybe another chance. One-on-one, can't get the bump on Arc. And now Matt will take it back. 9 though will put the challenge. Slime, that is lofted high. Will not be hard to handle here for Wolfpack Alphas. 9 missed it. Slime will handle this, and overtime likely now, unless something happens. But no, Slime's not letting it happen. Will it be overtime? A golden goal scenario. Akuma just need 1, but this isn't going to help him. It's wide open for Sora, and it's over just like that. About as bad of a kickoff as you can ask for. Slime, who really needed just anything better than that, will not help them. A complete gimme, and Wolfpack Alphas will send this series to its final game. And that's what happens when you rely on having that 1 goal lead. It does not often help you very much. Risk that will not pay off. We go to Game 5 and Champions Field because of this. For a 2-0 season, for a 2-0 record in your season, Champions Field to determine this. Been back and forth so far. Akuma have won all the odd games. Wolfpack Alphas all the even. But now in Game 5, it's anyone's to win. To go 2-0 in your season. This is the game where if you haven't performed yet, now is your chance to do so. Akuma, oh, not out of defense early. Arc trying to slow down Meek. 9. Midfield. Arc won't have this. But he does force back Sora, meaning that Akuma can still challenge. Sometimes not making that touch doesn't matter, as here goes 9. Double tap! It is in foot still! Oh, it's bounced off the post! And it will stay out! The first major chance, and 9 almost doing the unthinkable. Overcommit though. Slime. Sora. Midfield. Meek. 9 gets on the end of it. And now booted out of the way. Here goes Matt to the back wall. Slime. At 9. Akuma is just playing patiently. As no touch there. Slime to clear. 9 now. Up into the ceiling. Sora! This one is pinched out the way. And Akuma all huddling in their net right now. They look petrified. Maybe they should be. Considering that 1 goal for Wolfpack Alphas will be their advantage. And what an advantage it would be here in Game 5. Open room now for Sora. Meek chasing it down. Arc waiting. Still waiting. Arc flick over 1. 9 to beat Matt. Open the skylines! And a goal for Akuma! 9 had his chance earlier to score a double tap. But this one he will not miss. We gotta talk about that assist as well from Arc. The flick as well to leave it open. What a play from Arc. And KCG now 1 goal up, but as you saw from last game, 1 goal will not be enough to win this game. They're gonna need a lot more than just 1. Arc. Matt, 9 to challenge. Slime will, well, he would be next, but he's gonna let Sora have this one. We'll play to the middle of the field. Meek. The sidewall. Slime. Bouncing ball. Matt is next to it. Now goes 9. Off the back wall. Sora clears it away. 9. Slime. Arc. Waiting. 9 next to go. Sora. Clear, but Wolfpack not out of defense just yet, and that could have been a goal there. Slime still shoots. This one up for 9. He's got that in front, but he's got Sora in his way. And now Wolfpack Alphas can get rid of it. But still, Akuma possession. Arc on Sora. The fake! Save anyways. Here goes 9. Nobody back. Arc plays the fakie, knows that he doesn't have to win the play there. He just needs to make sure that Wolfpack Alphas don't clear it. The next shot will be his, the next shot was, and with an open net, Akuma now double their lead to 2. 2 minutes left. Wolfpack Alphas facing a dangerous position. May only get worse here. This could be goal 3. That's on target! And it won't be saved away! Panic on Wolfpack Alphas! As Matt had no boost. The true tragedy here is if he doesn't flip like that, he's actually saving this quite easily. Panic only hurts the Alphas and Akuma. Now with a 3-goal advantage in Game 5, exactly what you want if you're KCG. Slime. 9! Oh! Unbelievable! What a strike! 9 left nothing! Outs on that play! And Akuma looking to just walk through Game 5. Arc with another! Yes! Goals continue to rain. And Akuma continue to fly high. And after will be 5 whole games here, Akuma just running away with this. Man, it is getting ugly now. 6-0. This is an ugly, ugly game. But for Akuma, it's their win. They will not be complaining. The only question I have is, will there be more goals before this game ends? Akuma sure hope there would be. 9. Oh, he doesn't get this one. Meek. Maybe a consolation goal coming for Wolfpack, but that touch has gone all the way to their own back half of the field. Slime leaves it for 9. Matt. Arc's gonna be there. Slime won't challenge as KCG. Waiting. And Arc will take this one. Meek. 9. Stopped short by Sora. Matt now. Up the crossbar. Arc's gonna keep it out anyways. As Meek just couldn't put it on target. Well, sorry, couldn't put it in the target. As here goes Sora. This is open. And it will be a goal here for Wolfpack. They won't leave Game 5 without something. Yeah, this has not been a good game for them. As Slime to the back wall. Dora won't have this one! And Akuma buying some plane tickets to Rio de Janeiro. We're off to Brazil at the end of Game 5. This has been a very one-sided ending to what has been a very close series. Oh, look, Akuma put their foot down in Game 5. And they meant it, too. Wolfpack Alphas never stood a chance here to win this series at this point. It is Akuma who will take this win as they're still not done. Looking for an 8-1 scoreline, and they almost got it, too. But it hits the floor. 7-1 to end Game 5. KCG, Krusty Crew Gaming, Akuma will win the series in 5 games. And what a... I wish Game 5 was a little closer, because I think the series deserved it, but Akuma clearly not messing around. But that will end that matchup. Akuma will take it in a 5-game series. So we've had a couple of these Game 5s so far. Again, considering how close everything was previous to it, again, Game 5 really came as a shock to me, as much as it was a shock for everyone else. I didn't expect it to be that one-sided, but again, this was a very competitive series throughout, though. Fortunate that it so happened to end so shortly, in such a one-sided fashion. So we'll get to talk with Akuma. As we're gonna get Akuma to join us here for a short interview. This match now has concluded, so we'll have him join us, or I'll join them, whichever way it works. As welcome in Slime, Arc, and 9. 2-0 in the season now. 3-2, the scoreline here. That Game 5 was one-sided, but it was a very competitive matchup here. Might be... I mean, you've only had 2 matches so far this season, but that's definitely been your toughest so far, Slime. But it's gotta be a nice feel-good win here, as well, taking on a team like Wolfpack Alphas and beating them, even if it does go to Game 5. Slime might not be here with us. Yeah, Slime might be gone here. Well,
no, he's gone.
Slime's
he
gone.
Left us.
All right, goodbye, Slime. Well, while it's happening here, 9. I mean, we'll wait until Slime gets back, and then I'll talk to them again. But 9 here, 2-0 in the season. You guys are definitely a team that's been here for a while. You're all veterans. Every single season, in and out, you guys have been the same teammates for like at least a season or two by this point. On Akuma, back when you're FFV Akuma, now KCG Akuma. What's it like getting to be able to team with the same players over and over again? That's not something that happens often. It's not something that happens often for a very long time. But you guys have continually joined in again and again as the same roster. What's it like knowing that you can trust that you're going to be with the same teammates every single season? Because it's got to be a relief, right, to know that you're going to be with the same people every single season.
Oh, it's mainly about adapting and like improving each other. Because at least I make sure that we push each other to our limits. And really, this is not like I think this is like the first time we play Royalty with this roster. I think we Arc, I'm not sure. But since his addition to the team, and like now, after a couple of months, we now feel a lot more comfortable with each other and like know our potential and the limits we can reach. Now we're like, I feel like now we get into a level, like we're into a level that I'm sure that we can be way more competitive than we used to before. I don't know if you remember us being before in the lower tier. I think it was, I forgot the name. It was like champ, like GC1 to C3, something like that. And we even made the upgrade. Now we're in like the higher division, so it's just like even more proof that while pushing each other's to the limit and like improving, we keep being more competitive, even in higher ranks, which is like probably the best thing we can do.
Let you guys get your win there, and you said as well you're trying to push yourselves to be even more competitive. But Arc, pretty tough series. These guys gave you some trouble. You guys didn't win everything. It's been a tough match. The first 2 weeks have been pretty difficult. 3-1, then 3-2. You've had to deal with a lot of adversity in the first 2 weeks, maybe more than some of the other teams that would be in your position. Talking about this team and their ability to adapt to adversity, because you guys adapted quite quickly to adversity, and you guys adapted quite well. Not every team can do that. What's it like being able to kind of adapt to adversity week in and week out?
It's just nice not knowing that we never give up, even if we go down to 0-2 or something. Like we've pulled off reverse sweeps, we just know we're always in it. We know we're good enough to pull it off.
Well, and you guys get it done here. Is Slime back with us?
Yeah, my bad. I went to go get some egg rolls that were outside.
Yeah, Slime.
No,
Slime.
he has me locked in his basement.
Yeah, no. Hello. Okay. Well, welcome back, Slime. 2-0 in the season. I know. For the season, you guys won FFE. You now come into KCG. What's it like? Because you guys haven't moved orgs in a very long time. It feel like I know you guys have been on FFE for a long time. What's it like moving to KCG, moving to a new org? How's the move been for you guys now being on Krusty Crew Gaming?
The move's been good so far. We left FFE because we thought that other orgs just had way better things to offer, and so far KCG has welcomed us, and we're enjoying it very much.
Well, I'm sure your KCG will be enjoying it too. You guys are 2-0 right now in the Royalty Series, continuing to battle for that top spot. For now, though, congrats on your win. Before you guys go, let's get some shoutouts here to end off the night and to end off your 4th of July evening. It seems like, unless you guys are still going to celebrate this late. We'll start with 9. Do you have any shoutouts? Anything else you want to say?
I mean, I think I speak for all of us in general. I think just a shout out to just KCG in general, because I'm quite sure this is like the first match that it's casted with us being in the org and like seeing the support from everyone. It's amazing. Like it's something that we are really happy to see. Like even though we're playing, we have the chat normally open in their second monitors or in their phones or something, and like seeing the people being there, the support is like amazing. But other than KCG, like it's the only shout out I can give.
Guys, get your win here. We'll now move to Ark. Do you have anything out there you want to say?
Honestly, same thing. I've been in a lot of orgs, and then there's not many that show up like this to stream to watch you play. Like they've been from start to finish, even while we were waiting for 15 minutes for someone to show up. 9.
Alright, dude, I
But,
carried. I fucking carried at the end. I made up for it.
Oh dear. Sorry about that, everybody out there.
PG stream no longer. All right.
Yeah.
Cancel
This
9.
is. All right. Well.
I'm sorry, everyone. I made up for it. I did a good show. I'm sorry,
All
everyone.
right. Now KCG
Let me
just
just
watched
server
us
mute him real quick.
cancel. KCG just watched us cancel Sporty. All
Oh
right.
boy. You're not the first people who've done that on my channel, so it's fine. But I will not be acknowledging 9 anymore. We'll go to Slime now. Do you have any shoutouts? Anything you want to say?
Yeah, shout out to the traffic 9 went through and barely made it here on time.
Yeah, no, he was I think like a minute early, a minute before you guys were on that forfeit timer. So, thank goodness you guys were here to play, and you got your win as well. Congrats on your win, 3-2. Thanks so much for joining here, Ark and Slime. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your evening. Take care. Have a good rest of your 4th of July. And again, thank you so much, Ark and Slime.
You too.
All right, thank you to them. I'm joking around, but also thank you to 9 for joining in. I'm making sure I'm rubbing it in a little bit to 9 here, but thank you for the follow as well, Hayden's World. During that, thank you, Sor, who had a follow earlier tonight. Thank you all so much, and thank you for the bits as well, Krusty, and thank you to KCG Akuma, to all 3 of those players for joining in 9, Ark, as well as Slime. Having a little fun there with 9. Thank you for the follow. There's Squidson. Hey, thank you, Squidson, Coach Squidson, jumping in. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for joining the Spuddy stream tonight and for all your support. Hopefully, you guys had an enjoyable 4th of July, and hopefully I made it just a little bit better. Again, thank you so much for all of your amazing support. We're gonna get a raid out here to somebody else that's live. Again, thank you all so much for joining the Spuddy stream, for joining us for Royalty Series action. Okay, again, congrats on Akuma for their victory. But again, good rest of your night.